Democratic conservative Deneen Borelli blacklisted from NAACP convention. Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama. The NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, which was started during the Civil Rights era, was founded to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equality of minority groups, citizens of the United States, and eliminate race prejudice. That is supposedly what they were founded on. The organization claims it seeks to remove all barriers of racial discrimination through the democratic process. Well, apparently the NAACP has erected a barrier of its own and blacklisted Black conservative Deneen Borelli. Borelli, author of book Blacklash, How Obama and the Left Are Driving Americans to the Government Plantation, and Fox News contributor, and her husband, Dr. Tom Borelli, were told there was no room at the 104th conference when they tried to pay for booth space. Photos of the venue, however, clearly showed plenty of available space. But there was no room at the end for Deneen and her husband, who might have upset the new NAACP meme of discrimination for all but black liberals who toe the race baiters line, meaning Obama. Now, this is ridiculous. When interviewed, Deneen said that she had been blacklisted by the NAACP for years. So this isn't anything new, and I believe for years covers at least 5 years. So since Barack Obama took office. Now, being black, you cannot enter a convention that was founded for black people, and it's supposedly run by black people, but it's not. It wasn't founded by black people. It's not run by black people. It was founded by Jewish people who wanted to keep tabs over black people during the Civil Rights era and to make sure that they did not get something that the people in charge did not want them to have. So they founded the NAACP, and they have been running it ever since. Black people inside of the NAACP, just like the regular Mormons, the low-level Mormons in the Mormon Church, have absolutely no clue what the NAACP really is for. It is under the globalist thumb. That's right. The globalists control, or the people, if you want to call them globalists, I'm not talking about the UN, I'm talking about people who are globalists, are controlling the NAACP, and they feed the NAACP news such as the Tea Party is racist against black people. I'm a member of the Tea Party. I'm a libertarian. The libertarians started the Tea Party. Then Fox News and the Republicans took it over. And now it's considered a Republican thing and not a libertarian thing. It was originally a libertarian thing because libertarians were upset at the direction that the country was going in. So we started the Tea Party. The NAACP is told that the Tea Party is racist. There are many blacks inside of the Tea Party also who start functions, who are the guest speakers at functions, who are the main speakers at functions. So the stuff that the NAACP does today has absolutely nothing to do with getting blacks ahead. Now, Deneen said that the real impetus of the NAACP is to keep black people fearful, afraid, not empowered. Everything that they say that they stand for, they do exactly the opposite. Always talking about race. Now, there is racism in the United States. You don't have to even look that far. Just open up your browser, open up Google, type in anything that you want that it could even possibly hint at racism, and there you will have all the evidence that you need. Go on any forum, any place where people can comment, and look for a black face. You will see racist comments. Luckily, I haven't had that many racist comments of mine. I'm not inundated with racism. Mainly probably because I'm smarter than everybody who leaves who leaves a comment who would be racist. Aha, see? You thought it was going one way and I went the other way. I'm probably smarter than any racist out there, really. So when they try and think that they're gonna match some sort of wit with me, it doesn't really pan out for them, right? Yes, there is racism. It exists. Do I live in a world where I let racism control me? No. When I encounter it, when I say racism, I mean institutional, law-enforced racism, and that still exists today. No, there's not a law that says you cannot teach black people to read under pains of death, hanging, and torture on the part of the government to the person doing the teaching, meaning the white person. There's no laws like that anymore, but there are other laws that, even though they might not seem racist on the face, the application is racist. We have nothing but to look at the prison system today. And for people who say, oh, that's not racism, that's poverty, you are living under a rock. But that's a different story. I don't let racism control me. Wherever I can, I use the system against itself. If the system wants to come against me and try and apply something against me in some sort of racist fashion, I turn right around and make sure that I use the system against itself. I always have. I'm smarter than the average bear. NAACP does nothing for me. Urban League does nothing for me. And that they are blacklisting Deneen because she's black and conservative, they need to look at the foundations of the NAACP, because when the NAACP was founded, every black person was a Republican, 100%. And if they found a black person who was a Democrat, they would beat them to death. You would have to have KKK members come and save you from black Republicans from beating you to death if you admitted that you were Democratic. How's that for black history? Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show.